for you, Judge. Much is being made of President Trump's handshake or missed handshake with Poland's First Lady. Here's what the left media wants you to see. They cut the video to make it appear that Poland's First Lady at first passed by Donald Trump's offer of a handshake. Interesting. But now, here's the whole thing. This is what really happened. Here we go. Watch this. Poland's First Lady shook Melania's hand first. There she goes, as is customary, by the way, and then goes on to shake the hand of Donald Trump. Even Poland's president tweeted this, quote, "Contrary to some surprising reports, my wife did shake hands with Mrs. and Mr. Trump after a great visit. Let's fight fake news." That's from the president of Poland. You know, it is ridiculous. From what I understand, there's protocol, First Lady to First Lady, and then, of course, shook hands with President Trump. What do you make of all of this?
Well, what I think is incredible as I listen to you is the fact that now we've got the president of Poland saying this is fake news. I mean, everyone is picking up, Donald Trump's impression of the news. But look, it appears to me that the two presidents were speaking.
Yep.
She made eye contact. The First Lady of Poland makes eye contact with the First Lady of the United States. They shake hands, thinking that the two presidents are speaking, and it's not at all unusual. Get over it.
That's the best they can come up with? That's what I always think in these situations.
Well, I can't wait to hear what's going to happen when Putin and President Trump meet. I mean, it'll go on for days
Every
as to what
second.
each one was thinking, what was going on in the KGB mind and in the art of the deal's mind. It'll be interesting.
You know, that's true. Judge, thank you so much for being here. Great stuff.
Never. A 12-year veteran of the New York City Police Department and mother of three, Officer Miosotis Familia, murdered a couple of days ago in cold blood here in New York City, and barely anybody in mainstream media talking about it.
MSNBC's morning show not covering it at all, while CNN gave it about 90 seconds.
So what needs to be done to protect our police officers?
The host of Justice with Judge Jeanine Pirro joins us right now. Judge, not only are you a woman of justice and with your own show, you're also a New Yorker. So this must be especially outrageous for you.
Well, it's not just that I'm a New Yorker, but it's also I spent 32 years in law enforcement. And what we have is a mayor right now who is not focused on law enforcement, who's done everything he can to criticize law enforcement. A female police officer, 48 years old, 12-year veteran, 3 children, is executed. She's assassinated. And the next day, the guy flies off to Hamburg, which is why...
You knew it was a problem, because he gave us 90 minutes...
He kept it quiet. And that's why, look, Bill de Blasio, also known as Warren Wilhelm, that's his name, you know, he didn't officially change till 2001.
Why?
But, why? I don't know. He and I don't talk regularly. In fact, we don't talk at all.
Too many links to Kaiser Wilhelm?
But what this guy, if you'll recall, in... I think it was 2015, he really angered the police because he said he had to talk to his son about the dangers of confrontations with police. And then he had this whole thing during those protests. What do we want dead cops? When do we want them now? He called that a peaceful protest. When police officers were seriously assaulted, he called it an incident. Everything that this mayor has done has been anti-police, anti-law enforcement. It's no wonder, as Ed Mullen says, the head of the PBA, that, police don't like him. But think about it. 254 new recruits, NYPD. I went to a lot of these where, the rookies, they're sworn in, they're given their badge, they're gone, the whole thing. The guy's not even there. And this is in the shadow of the assassination of a female police officer. All of those family members, all of those recruits are saying, did I do the right thing?
How did we get to this point where MSNBC is not even covering this story? A police officer was killed.
Well, and a police officer, you would think that they might say, well, as a woman, a mother of 3, maybe we will, because it's not important to them. Law and order is not important to MSNBC. It's not important to the other channels, because it's all about, in their mind, Donald Trump, the victimization of police. They don't believe...
They'd rather talk about his tweets than a police officer that is killed.
And that's why they are quickly losing a lot of support among the American public. The American public knows they're fake news, and they are not only fake news, for the most part, they don't even cover the news.
We want to watch you over the weekend. How do we do it?
You turn on Fox News Channel at 9 p.m. and then Eastern Time, and then midnight, and then my mother watches it, I think, again at 4. We've got a great show. We're going to be talking about what's going on today with Putin and the president, and of course Jason Chaffetz, Lee Zeldin, a bunch of great guests.
Right, and we have the first video of the Vladimir Putin and President Trump meeting. It's going to be great. Judge, great to see you. Your show is awesome.
Thank you. Would you like to analyze this handshake? The way
Yes,
we're going to analyze the Putin handshake.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. President Putin and I have been discussing various things, and I think it's going very well. We've had some very, very good talks. We're going to have a talk now, and obviously that will continue. But we look forward to a lot of very positive things happening for Russia, for the United States, and for everybody concerned. And it's an honor to be with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Господин президент, я очень рад с вами встречаться, и мы с вами обсуждали целый ряд вопросов, и будем продолжать обсуждать целый ряд вопросов. И я с нетерпением ожидаю такой возможности. Я думаю, что это все будет позитив как для России, для Соединенных Штатов, так и для всех. И для меня большая честь с вами встречаться.
Уважаемый господин президент, мы с вами несколько раз разговаривали по телефону.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, we spoke over the phone with you several times.
И по очень важным вопросам двухсторонней повестки дня и международной.
On very important bilateral and international issues.
Конечно, телефонных разговоров недостаточно.
Well, phone conversation is never enough, definitely.
Если мы хотим решать вопросы позитивные двухсторонней повестки дня и наиболее важные острые вопросы на международной повестке, то, конечно, такие встречи личные необходимы.
But if we want to have a positive development in bilaterals and be able to resolve most acute international topics and issues, definitely we need personal meetings.
Я очень рад с вами познакомиться, господин президент, и надеюсь, что, как вы сказали, наша встреча принесет позитивный результат.
I'm delighted to be able to meet you personally, Mr. President, and I hope, as you have said, our meeting will yield positive results. Good news for us, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. My fellow Americans, here at the White House, we are dedicating the month of July to three of our favorite words, Made in America. For more than 2 centuries, those three beautiful words have been the world standard for quality, craftsmanship, and excellence, and they still are today. As president, one of my highest priorities is to restore American manufacturing. For decades, American jobs have been ripped out of our communities. Industries and towns have been stripped bare, and the entire communities have been uprooted and left. Foreign nations got rich at America's expense, and many special interests profited from this great global theft of American wealth. Since taking the oath of office, our government has adopted a new philosophy, America first. And believe me, it's about time. The era of economic surrender is over, and a new national pride is sweeping across our land. You see it. I see it. We all see it. Industry confidence has soared to the highest level ever recorded. One of my first acts was ordering all federal agencies to enforce 2 simple rules: buy American and hire American. We want to build with American workers and with American iron, aluminum, and steel. We're also tearing down every possible barrier to domestic energy production to unleash the full power of our economy. The American people will finally be allowed to tap into the vast energy wealth sitting right beneath our feet or right below our shores. We have also sent a clear message to the world that we will not allow other nations to take advantage of us any longer. That's why I withdrew from the one-sided Paris Climate Accord. And believe me, it was one-sided, not a good deal for our country. And the job-killing Trans-Pacific Partnership. And that's why we are pursuing a total renegotiation of NAFTA. And if we don't get it, we will terminate, that is, end NAFTA forever. Every other nation on earth protects its own interests. America is finally going to do the same. And as we continue to fight for American workers and industry, it won't be long before we see the Made in America label proudly displayed on thousands of new products all across this great land and exported all around the world. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America. We're all doing a job. We're working very hard. It will be America first. It will be Make America Great Again. It's happening.